moving along a bit with regards to compensation. If someone, a loved one dies, there's an injury at work or something like that, what would happen there regarding compensation for me?
So we started taking a lot more files that deal with various different kinds of compensation in deceased estates. Most law firms that I've dealt with or many law firms I've dealt with don't even think to advise their clients on getting some of this money. One example is claims under the Fatal Accidents Act. So if a person's died on a public road, there's a statutory insurance scheme for to compensate for that. There's also under the Fair Work legislation, if there's a death at a workplace, there's a regime there for compensation.
Right.
And there is, it's pretty limited, but criminal injuries type compensation and your standard kind of common law causes of action for wrongful death and that kind of thing. So we've actually seen quite a lot of cases recently where we've been applying for that. And the big ones are fatal accidents on the public roads, like car accidents and stuff like that. There's dependents, often the person that's died. See, you might have the person that's died might be quite young, they might be in their 20s and 30s, they're working, they're on a good wicket, they've got a couple of young kids, and most people think, oh well, my son's got hardly any assets because he's young, but they don't think, well, how much would I have got if they had survived, but for that negligent driver or whatever's caused it. And that negligent driver may have no assets of their own to pay it out, and that's why we have that statutory scheme, which is why everyone's regos on their cars are so expensive. Because that's what you're paying for to put into that.
Okay, interesting.